Kelly, Andy, I love you so much. You look so good lately. I love the longer hair, scruffy face. You've lost weight. I'm wondering if you're on Ozempic. Just curious.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say. And I have to say, given that for 20 years, I have been asking people about their body regimens, and that I've been pretty vocal about every time I go on a diet here, et cetera, and so forth, I do think it would be completely hypocritical not to share that I did this summer lose a good chunk of weight by microdosing a GLP-1 all summer. And I was, as you know from listening to the show, I was really unhappy with my weight. My doctor, and I talked about this last year, had recommended a GLP-1 a few times to not only address what I was feeling about my weight, but treat plaque in my arteries and high blood pressure. This is a medication that actually is beneficial to a lot of elements of health. And I finally said yes. And I have to say, it really helped me with cravings, which I was having a very hard time with, and really forcing myself to be more disciplined with my diet and with working out. I am on a pretty rigorous health journey with Stanny, who is like, okay, if you're going to do this, he put me on way heavier weights.
Yeah.
Because as you told me earlier this summer, you can lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my fitness has never been better. Also, no snacking or excess drinking. I am still drinking, but not crazy. And perhaps the most importantly, I'm not snacking after. The craving after I drink. Part of the problem was I would be at Watch What Happens Live. I would have a drink. Then there's all these cookies. There's craft services. It's pasta night. It's pizza night. Andy, someone sent you ice cream. All this stuff. So my cravings for all that stuff dissipated. And you know what? I feel great about this decision. And, how hypocritical would I be not to say it? And I did always plan to say it. And then I came in, Jordan's like, the mailbag's chock full. I'm like, oh, great. Well, let's talk about it. And by the way, I will also say I feel privileged to have access
That's right.
to a GLP-1. And I think everybody should through insurance.
Yeah.
This is a revolutionary drug. I'm so happy also to have been on this journey under the care of a doctor,
Right.
and working with a trainer to make sure that we have done this right. I will say, like, my appetite returned from the microdose. But I just feel like it caused me to reframe my relationship with food, because it was shitty before this. I will say that.
I'm glad that's well put.
Thank you.
It's a good tool to have. And there's a lot of health benefits. Remember when it first started, you had a totally different attitude about it. So it's nice to see your attitude change.
I did. Well, part of my attitude about it was about people not talking about it. I was like, look, it's obvious. And that's why I had always planned to. And I think I told you, I feel so strongly that I can't be the one asking all the personal questions.
That's right.
Of specifically the housewives. How did you do it? What did you do to your face? How did you do the weight loss? And then be the guy who suddenly lost 25 pounds but isn't mentioning it.
Right.
So, yeah.